Yeah, I'm making a cobbler. Just figured I'd do a little demonstration. Um, but the ingredients, I'll post the ingredients down below, but it's about a cup of sugar to about, I'd say, a half gallon of berries. And I rolled out for my crust, and all that's in the crust is I got a little bit extra left over. I'll go ahead and just I'll roll it out and do something with it, put it in there. But all this is butter, half a teaspoon or a teaspoon of salt. I added a little bit of vanilla into it when I mixed it. Some water. I don't know how much water I put in it, but you want it to consistency of like almost a Play-Doh. It doesn't stick to you, but it sticks together. Like you could make it like how I did this when I rolled it out. I didn't have enough. It's almost like Play-Doh. It sticks to itself, but it won't stick to your hand. So that's basically, you just gotta watch and not put too much water in it. But you want it damp. You don't want it really, really dry, like flaky. This is the first time me doing it. So if it turns out, it turns out. But this is the first time making the actual crust. Now this here is easy. It's just a cup of sugar to a half gallon. Maybe a little less than a cup of sugar. I'd say about 3/4, and you can add a little bit. Just add some, smash some of your berries up, like half your berries, smash them up, and then leave half full berries. That way you have something, it's just not soup. So you got like chunks in it. So that's what I've gotten. If you can see, ain't got much of a light, but you can see that there's whole berries in it. I just smashed up half of my portion and just added another half of berries into it and added the sugar. Now you want this to set in the refrigerator for a while because you want your sugar to dissolve, and it makes it thicker. So after it dissolves, you start getting that a little bit thicker. This is a little runny, but as it bakes, some of the moisture will come out. So don't add no water to your berries, but you just want to add your sugar. That's all that's in here. So it's all natural. There's no artificial ingredients, and all I'm using is all-purpose flour, the cheapest they had. But you just use a little pan like this. I'm probably going to have more berries than I need for this, and I'll do something with them, eat them or whatever. But this is I'm not really sure what size pan this is. I probably could have used a little bit bigger pan. It's about a 10-inch by 10-inch is basically what size pan this is. And it's maybe 1.5 inches deep, maybe 2 inches. But that's what it looks like. This is just all messed up because of where I rolled it out. It's not going to roll perfectly square. See, you can see the top. I'm just going to take this part and basically lay it right straight on top of the berries. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to cut it, make sure it's square, fits in the pan, fold the edges or whatever I have to do. But I'm going to use all of my dough. Even though I got this, I can always put that into the berries and it'll actually cook. So then kind of make like a dumpling type thing inside of it. You could, roll it out and cut it in little bitty squares and put it in your thing. Or I might just cut it into little squares, and just kind of put them all through and make it a little design. And I might add a little video, part 2 or something after it's done to see how it turned out. So I'll leave the ingredients. I'm not sure on the water. I just kept adding it till it turned into, and now when it seems a little dry, it'll seem a little dry. Now you'll have water in it, but you want it like a Play-Doh. That's basically what it's like. It's Play-Doh. But it'll seem a little dry, but as the moisture, you leave the dough set for a little while until the moisture gets pulled into all the flour, and you'll just have a Play-Doh type thing. It'll all be soft. It won't be dry and crumbly, and this is what I'm trying here. So I'll do a part 2 of when it's done to see how it turns out.